Whoa. All right, let's fix that. There we go. Good morning. Welcome to Just for Today, a time of eclectic reading, sharing of perspectives, meditation, and prayer. I'm Reverend Rafe Ellis, Senior Minister and Spiritual Leader of the newly joined Centers for Spiritual Living Communities of Baltimore, Greater Baltimore, and Columbia. Today is August 7th. And this morning I'm reading from The Voice of Knowledge, a Toltec wisdom book by Don Miguel Ruiz with Janet Mills. And where I opened to this morning is page 172. And this is what he offers us. They offer us. People have asked me, Miguel, are you happy all the time? Do you ever get cranky? Well, to be cranky is completely normal. Sometimes I'm cranky when I don't get enough sleep. If I only slept 2 hours in the night, I don't feel good when I awaken. I feel grrr. But that grrr feeling is not directed toward anybody. Why should I be unkind to anybody just because I'm feeling bad and my body is telling me I want to sleep more? If in the moment I cannot satisfy my body, I finish doing whatever I have to do, and then I take my body to bed and put my body to sleep. I have the right to feel cranky, but that doesn't mean I'm going to hurt my beloved or my children or my friends or the people who work for me. If we are selfish and we feel cranky, then we believe that nobody has the right to be happy around us. Then we say, why are you laughing when I feel so bad? This is nothing but selfishness, and we are selfish with others because we are selfish with ourselves. Whatever we feel for ourselves, we project onto others. The way we treat ourselves is the way we treat others. Now, one of the things that I really appreciate about Don Miguel Ruiz is that he is a straight, no chaser truth teller. Accuracy in terms of facts. Are we always aware that we're being selfish? No. Are we always aware that we're projecting our stuff onto someone else? No. Because if we had the awareness of what our internal dialogue was, we would change it, right? And what he's offering us is just what can seem like really hard internal ownership of what the internal dialogue is that many, many times is simply outside of our awareness. Right? And we don't intentionally lash out at one another. We don't intentionally make other people miserable when we're miserable. And that doesn't change that that's what's happening. We have to get beyond this perception that if I'm not aware of it, I'm not doing it. And pay attention to how quickly, when it's brought to your attention, do you defend it? Because that defensiveness is giving us a ton of information about what's going on in our internal dialogue. When we deny something, it's because it's too stressful for us to recognize in the moment. And that's part of the internal dialogue that we get to wrestle with. Too many people misinterpret defensiveness as lying. It's not. They're different things. Defensiveness is a normal, measurable, predictable, healthy human response to stress. It's a part of our human physiology, biology, mentality that protects us from things that are too stressful to deal with. And it's not outside of our control. And so sometimes it just becomes automated because we're operating in a lie that we can't handle it because we've never even tried to handle it. And so I offer you this morning to consider that in those moments where you're having an awareness that is stressful, when you're having an awareness about your impact on other people that isn't so much fun to own, take a breath. Be kind to yourself first. Change that internal dialogue. Give yourself permission to be aware that, oh wow, I was unaware that I was doing that. Let me shift. And then write a narrative that you want. You know, I'm tired. I need a nap. Let me take care of this so I can go do that. And if it's something you can delay, then delay it and go take care of you. But what never works is piling on internal guilt and shame and then defending it. That never helps anybody. And so that's what comes to life for me when I read his words. And in all transparency, it comes to life more as a memory from navigating that journey with multiple beliefs that I was walking around with that were completely untrue. There was a time when people, especially in college, where it was described as me walking through campus was like watching the parting of the Red Sea because I was so angry. And underneath that anger, I was just hurt. I was a hurt little person that didn't know how to be in the world safely. And so as I wrestled with all of that and owned all of the hurt and all of the beliefs, and most importantly, did the forgiveness work to free myself, all of that shifted to where now I can live in awareness and I can be aware that I'm having a cranky moment, I'm having a cranky day. Let me not inflict that on other people. So we change when we choose to change, and we change when we choose to own what's out of alignment with the truth of us that needs to change. If we won't reveal it, we certainly cannot heal it. So there's that. I'll pause here for just a moment. I see we have 4 people joining us online. If any of you would like to share your perspectives in the chat, I would love to see those. Okay. So I'm not seeing anything, so I'm going to read our reading one more time, and we'll just take that into our time of meditation practice. It's 5 minutes of just inviting yourself to be present with you, with your thoughts, with your ideas, not trying to make anything happen, not trying to make anything not happen, not pushing anything away that does happen, just practicing being present. Okay, here's the reading again. People have asked me, Miguel, are you happy all the time? Don't you ever get cranky? Well, to be cranky is completely normal. Sometimes I'm cranky when I don't get enough sleep. If I only slept 2 hours in the night, I don't feel good when I awaken. I feel, but that is not directed toward anybody. Why should I be unkind to anybody just because I'm feeling bad and my body is telling me I want to sleep more? If in that moment I cannot satisfy my body, I finish what I'm doing, whatever I have to do, and then I take my body to bed and put my body to sleep. I have the right to feel cranky, but that doesn't mean I'm going to hurt my beloved or my children or my friends or the people who work for me. If we are selfish and we feel cranky, then we believe that nobody has the right to be happy around us. Then we say, "Why are you laughing when I feel so bad?" This is nothing but selfishness, and we are selfish with others because we are selfish with ourselves. Whatever we feel for ourselves, we project onto others. The way we treat ourselves is the way we treat others. So let's take that into our time of meditation. And so I invite you to allow your next breath to shift your awareness and to join me in a recognition that there is one power, one substance that is the source of all that is. That this one power, this one substance is everywhere present. That having no beginning, it can have no end. It is eternal, unlimited, boundless. And so having no boundaries, no circumference, its very center must be everywhere present. Infinite, nameless, changeless. Changeless because it already is everything and infinite possibility. And so there's nothing for it to change into, and everything for it to express as. It is creation, creating out of itself to experience itself, to expand through the creative process of manifesting desire to express into form, into function, into experience. I am that in form. And what is true of me is true of all life, from the tiniest speck of dust to the most magnificent mountains and cosmos, all equally this one power, this one presence, this one substance expressing, fully infused with the creative process as the birthright, as portals through which desire is made known and expressed, to expand this activity of life. And so I claim and affirm that the truth of being is fully present in every expression of it. That infinite intelligence that holds all of this together is fully present in every expression of itself. That each expression of this one divine power is intentionally, purposely individualized. No two meant to be the same. And yet, never in conflict with itself, never separate from itself. And so I know that this human identity is never separate from the whole, that the body of creation is my body, that I am a cell within the body, and that everyone I meet, everything I meet, every encounter I have is a relationship with the wholeness of life, with the essence of life, a relationship with the expansion of creation. And so I am careful, conscious, aware, and intentional to interact from the essence of my being, from the love that I am, from the consciousness of which I am made, from the awe and wonder of this creative everything that expresses itself in such exquisite multiplicity and diversity. And I live into this relationship of the self with the self, beginning with the individualized self, and then expanding that to understand that every interaction is an interaction with the infinite self, each informing me of a part of me, a part of the whole of which I am. And so I meet this day in that space, in that openness, in that sense of awe and wonder and celebration, open to learning about myself, the divine self. And I celebrate. I celebrate the activity of creation, the law of manifestation, creation, whatever we call it, the doer of creation that simply receives the desire, the mental equivalent, the impress of, and acts upon it with complete detachment, with absolute equity, using the infinite intelligence that it is to simply manifest that, reflecting back to each and every expression of creation, the desire of its heart, the mentality of its mind. And so I receive everything as information. And I own the wholeness and the oneness of every communication, of the whole relationship, the harmonious operation of one. And knowing that it's already complete, I let go. I release my word, and to truly release my word, I release every thought that would negate or neutralize my word. I release all doubt and fear. I release every yes, but. And I simply stand in what is, undefended, open, receptive. Ashe. Shalom. Aho. Amen. Amen. And so it is. Namaste.